What exactly is the concept for film music?
Well, what we do with film music is we create live soundtracks for classic films. So we work with local musicians, local actors, local sound effects designers, etc., to recreate sound for the movies. It's sort of taking a we take a lot of inspiration from olden days of silent film accompaniment when that was a norm, when there were orchestras and when there were. The way we do it is a little bit different because we're oftentimes working with foreign films in which we bring in voiceover talent to do the live dubbing and whatnot. That's the concept of the series, and we do a variety of shows within that format, working with local orchestras, bands, etc.
This was your idea?
Yeah, it started. We started doing this 3 years ago now. Our first project was these old Superman cartoons from the 40s. Have you ever seen those? The Fleischer?
Yeah.
Classic. We did a series of those, and we had a different composer write a new score for 7 of them, and then we performed them all live.
Well, what's the upcoming film?
We're doing a show at the end of the month with a local band called Federale. The show's called. It's a film from the '70s called The Grand Duel. It's a really neat film. It's a very, very genre spaghetti western. Lee Van Cleef, escaped convict. It's a really neat film, and I connected with Federale over it. They're a band that kind of specializes in spaghetti western soundtracks. That's really what what they like to do. They have whistlers and trumpets and the whole deal. And so yeah, we connected over that, and they've been composing for a long time now. We just had amazing rehearsals for this. It's going to be just a phenomenal show.
Was this originally a Morricone soundtrack?
No, it was written originally by Louis Balaklav. I don't know how to pronounce his last name actually, but it's a really cool. Actually, this score for Grand Duel is fairly famous, as it was been quoted a lot and is featured in Kill Bill. There's that harmonica theme that you hear throughout the film. And Federale is actually taking many parts of the original soundtrack and creating it in their own style.
But it is in the original Morricone style, yes?
It is, yeah. The whole
Yeah.
the whole accordions and percussion and trumpets, and it's neat to kind of take that. What Federale does, which is so nice, is that they take that format for music. They take those a lot of those sounds and kind of remix them in their own way. So they'll take the sound of the lone whistler with strings and create something original with it.
Now, are there subtitles? Is that how it works, or is there dialogue, or what?
There's dialogue.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean when we recreate the sound?
Yeah.
We actually take the soundtrack out of the original when we do it. So it's a highly technical fairy dust and
So
fairy dust process.
the words are there, but the music is not there.
That's right. Yeah.
How do you do that?
It's magic. It's all magic. Yeah, we reconstruct the sound effects track, and we keep all the vocal stuff in there. So it's the original audio except without the music.
That's labor intensive, isn't it?
A little bit. A little bit. Labor of love.
So you're not playing in this one now?
No, I'm not.
Ah,
My involvement has mostly been as a composer throughout these projects, and in this one I'm just working as a director and coordinating the performance.
What has been your favorite so far?
They're so different. I mean, what we've done a lot of different kinds of shows. Where some shows we do with these really crazy old foreign films, where we bring in voice actors and everything. And some shows we do like this show without voice actors or sound effects. We do kind of a more of a feature on the music itself and the musicians. The last show we did was really fun. We did Planet of Dinosaurs with the Blue Cranes. That was a really great fun production. And,
Did you bring in voice actors for that one?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, we dubbed that live. We did a night. Actually, we did on Thursday. We had a Spanish language performance as well.
Really?
It was really fun. Yeah.
I guess it takes a lot of practice to lip sync along with the actors, huh?
Yeah, for the voice actors in
Yeah.
a show, it does. For foreign films, a lot of the people we work here, until we work with Willamette Radio Workshop, which are really talented, and we work with a lot of independent local actors. and many of them have done ADR or dialogue replacement in the past, which is
That helps.
yes, that helps. And dubbing is definitely its own skill. It's
Yeah.
it's an odd thing that you never really doesn't receive much recognition.
Yeah.
So it's neat to work with actors who have done this in the past, and so have these chops, and can kind of show them off. It's a tricky process. I mean, I could never
Yeah.
I could never do it.
So this show is when?
The Grand Duel opens on the 28th. We have 3 shows: the 28th, the 29th, and the 30th, and it's at the Hollywood Theater.
You like that? It's a great place to do it, isn't it?
It's nice. It's actually, we've been working. I work there now as artists in residence for this year, and we're working a lot. We have rehearsals in the basement, and we're sort of reviving this tradition there, because in the basement, of course, is where the musicians used to rehearse and congregate. And outside of where our rehearsal space is, there's this tiny little door that's about 3.5 feet tall, and that was the door that the musicians would go through
Jeez.
to step up into the pit at the beginning of a showing for the film. And so in a way, we're just re-inhabiting the space in the same way that it was back in the 20s when this was commonplace.
Do you think it'll be replaced by a theater organ like the originals were?
It would have to be an awfully fancy theater organ.
So what's in the future?
Well, we have a lot of shows coming up this summer. We have outdoor concerts, movies in the parks.
Wow.
We're doing a Gamera versus Barugan at the end
All
of
right.
August. Keep track. There's so much happening. I can't even put it all into words.
Who's playing along with Gamera?
Gamera versus Barugan is actually a score by Andrew Oliver. He's written the I'm sure you know
Yeah,
his
yeah.
music. He's written a score for that, and that opens end of August.
Gotta love Gamera.
Rocket-powered turtles. Have you seen Gamera versus Barugan?
I haven't seen that one. Yeah.
That's the Barugan is the one. He has this tongue that can ram things, and he also shoots rainbows out of his back. He's really a terrifying creature.